Numbers chapter 7 Offering of Dedication. On the day Moses set up the tabernacle, he anointed and set it apart as holy. He also anointed and set apart all its furnishings and the altar with utensils. Then the leader of Israel, the tribal leader who had registered the troop, came and brought the offering. Together they brought 6 large wagons and 12 oxen. There was a wagon for every 2 leaders and an ox for each leader. They presented this to the Lord in front of the tabernacle. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Receive their gifts and use these oxen and wagons for transporting the tabernacle. Distribute them among the Levites according to the work they have to do." So Moses took the wagon and oxen and presented them to the Levites. He gave 2 wagons and 4 oxen to the Gershonite division for the work, and he gave 4 wagons and 8 oxen to the Merarite division for the work. All the work was done under the leadership of Yammer, son of Aaron the priest. But he gave none of the wagon or oxen to the Nohotite division, since they were required to carry the sacred object of the tabernacle on their shoulders. The leaders also presented dedication gift for the altar at the time it was anointed. They each placed their gifts before the altar. The Lord said to Moses, "Let one leader bring his gift each day for the dedication of the altar." On the first day, Nahshon, son of Amminadab, leader of the tribe of Judah, presented his offering. His offering consists of a silver platter weighing 3¼ pounds and a silver basin weighing 1¾ pounds, as measured by the weight of the sanctuary shekel. These were both filled with grain offering of choice flour moistened with olive oil. He also brought a gold container weighing 4 ounces, which was filled with incense. He brought a young bull, a ram, and a 1 year old male lamb for burnt offering, and a male goat for a sin offering. For a peace offering, he brought 2 bulls, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 1 year old male lambs. This was the offering brought by Nahshon, son of Amminadab. On the second day, Nahshon, son of Judah, leader of the tribe of Israel, presented his offering. His offering consisted of a silver platter weight 3¼ pounds and a silver basin weight 1¾ measured by the weight of sanctuary shekels. There were bowls filled with grain offering of choice flour moistened with olive oil. He also brought a gold container weighing 4 ounces, which was filled with incense. He brought a young bull, a ram, and a 1 year old male lamb for a burnt offering, and a male goat for a sin offering. For a peace offering, he brought 2 bulls, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 1 year old male lambs. This was the offering brought by Nahshon, son of Judah. On the third day, Eliah, son of Helon, leader of the tribe of Zebulun, presented his offering. He offered consists of silver platter weight 3¼ pound and silver basin weight 1¾ pound, as measured by the weight of sanctuary shekel. They were both filled with grain offering of his choice flour moistened with olive oil. He also brought a gold container weight 4 ounces, which was filled with incense. He brought a young bull, a ram, and a 1 year old male lamb for burnt offering, and a male goat for a sin offering. For a peace offering, he brought 2 bulls, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 1 year old lambs. This was the offering brought by Eliah, son of Helon. On the fourth day, Elizur, son of Shedar, leader of the tribe of Reuben, presented his offering. His offerings contained a silver platter weight 3¼ pound and a silver basin weight 1¾ pound, as measured by the weight of a sanctuary shekel. They were both filled with grain offering of choice flour moistened with olive oil. He also brought a gold container weighing 4 ounces, which was filled with incense. He brought a young bull, a ram, and a 1 year old male lamb for a burnt offering, and a male goat for a sin offering. For a peace offering, he brought 2 bulls, 5 ram, 5 male goat, and 5 1 years old male lamb. This was the offering brought by Eliezer, son of Shedder. On the 5th day, Sharon, son of the leader of the tribe of Simeon, presented his offering. His offering consists of a silver platter weighed 3¼ pounds, and a silver base weighed 1¾ pounds, as measured by the weight of the sanctuary shekel. They were both filled with grain offering of choice flour, moistened with olive oil. He also brought a gold contender weighing 4 ounces, which was filled with incense. He brought a young bull, a ram, and a 1 year old male lamb for a burnt offering, and a male goat for a sin offering. For a peace offering, he brought 2 bulls, 5 rams, 5 male goat, and 5 1 year old male lambs. This was the offering brought by Shalumiel, son of Zushad. On the 6th day, Eliezer, son of the Dur, leader of the tribe of Gad, presented his offering. His offering consists of a silver platter weighed 3¼ pounds, and a silver basin weight of 1¾ pounds, as measured by the weight of the sanctuary shekel. They were both filled with grain offering of choice flour, moistened with olive oil. He also brought a gold contender weighed 4 ounces, which was filled with incense. He brought a young bull, a ram, and a 1 year old male lamb for a burnt offering, and a male goat for a sin offering. For a peace offering, he brought 2 bulls, 5 rams, 5 male goat, and 5 1 year old male lambs. This was the offering brought by Eliezer, son of Dur. On the 7th day, Eliezer, son of Amihu, a leader of the tribe of Ephraim, presented his offering. His offering consists of a silver platter weighed 3¼ pounds, and a silver base weighed 1¾ pounds, as measured by the weight of sanctuary shekel. They were both filled with grain offering of a choice flour, moistened with olive oil. He also brought a gold contender weight 4 ounces, which was filled with incense. He brought a young bull, a ram, and a 1 year old male lamb for a burnt offering, and a male goat for a sin offering. For a peace offering, he brought 2 bulls, 5 rams, 5 male goat, and 5 1 year old male lamb. This was the offering brought by Eliezer, son of Amihu. On the 8th day, Gamali, son of Pedaz, leader of the tribe of Manasseh, presented his offering. His offered consists of a silver platter weighed 3¼ pounds, and a silver basin weighed 1¾ pounds, as measured by the weight of the sanctuary shekel. They were both filled with grain offering of choice flour, moistened with olive oil. He also brought a gold contender weighed 4 ounces, which was filled with incense. He brought a young bull, a ram, and a 1 year old male lamb for a burnt offering, and a male goat for a sin offering. For a peace offering, he brought 2 bulls, 5 rams, 5 male goat, and 5 1 year old male lamb. This was the offering brought by Gamali, son of Pedaz. On the 9th day, Bidan, son Gadin, leader of the tribe of Benjamin, presented his offering. His offering consisted of a silver platter weighed 3¼ pounds, and a silver basin weight of 1¾ pounds, as measured by the weight of the sanctuary shekel. They were both filled with grain offering of choice flour, moistened with olive oil. He also brought a gold contender weighing 4 ounces, which was filled with incense. He brought a young bull, a ram, and a 1 year-old male lamb for a burnt offering, and a male goat for a sin offering. For a peace offering, he brought 2 bulls, 5 rams, 5 male goat, and 5 1-year-old lambs. This was offering brought by Abidan, son of Gadino. On the 10th day, the son of Amishadai, leader of the tribe of Dan, presented his offering. His offering consists of a silver plant weighed 3¼ pounds, and a silver basin weighed 1¾ pounds, as measured by the weight of sanctuary shekel. There was both filled a grain offering of choice flour, moistened with olive oil. He also brought a gold contender weighed 4 ounces, which was filled with incense. He brought a young bull, a ram, and a 1-year-old male lamb for a burnt offering, and a male goat for a sin offering. For a peace offering, he brought 2 bulls, 5 rams, 5 male goat, and 5 1-year-old male lambs. This was offering brought by the son of Amishadai. On the 11th day, Pagal, son of Ochran, leader of the tribe of Asher, presented his offering. His offering contained a silver plant weighed 3¼ pounds, and a silver basin weighed 1¾ pounds, as measured by weight of the sanctuary shekels. There was a bowl filled with grain offering of the choice flour, moistened with olive oil. He also brought a gold contender weighed 4 ounces, which was filled with incense. He brought a young bull, a ram, and a 1-year-old male lamb for a burnt offering, and a male goat for a sin offering. For a peace offering, he brought 2 bulls, 5 ram, 5 male goat, and 5 1 year old male lamb. This was the offering brought by Pagiel, son of Akran. On the 12th day, and Aaron, son of Enan, leader of the tribe of the Laptabim, present his offering. He offered contained a silver platter weight 3 1/4 pounds, and a silver base weight 1 3/4 pounds. As measured by the weight of a sanctuary shekel, they were both filled with grain offering of choice flour moistened with olive oil. He also brought a gold container weighed 4 ounces, which was filled with incense. He brought a young bull, a ram, and 1 year old male lamb for a burnt offering, and a male goat for a sin offering. For a peace offering, he brought 2 bulls, 5 ram, 5 male goat, and 5 1 year old male lambs. This was the offering brought by Ahira, son of Enan. So this was the dedication offering brought by the leader of the Israel at the time that the altar was anointed. 12 silver platter, 12 silver basin, and 12 gold incense container. Each silver platter weighed 3 1/4 pounds, and each silver basin weighed 1 3/4 pounds. The total weight of the silver was 60 pounds, as measured by the weight of the sanctuary shekel. Each of the 12 gold containers that was filled in with incense weighed 4 ounces, as measured by the weight of the sanctuary shekel. The total weight of the gold was 3 pounds. 12 young bulls, 12 ram, and 12 1 year old male lamb was donated for the burnt offering, and with the prescribed grain offering. 12 male goat was brought for the sin offering. 24 bulls, 60 rams, 60 male goat, and 61 years male lambs was donated for the peace offering. This was the dedication offering for the altar after it was anointed. Whenever Moses went into the tabernacle to speak to the Lord, he heard the voice speaking to him from between the cherubim above the ark covered the place of the atonement, the rest of the ark of the covenant. The Lord spoke to him from there. Numbers chapter 8. Preparing the lamps. The Lord said to Moses, give Aaron the following instruction. When you set up the 7 lamps in the lampstand, place them so the light shine forward in front of the lampstand. So Aaron did this. He set up the 7 lamps so they reflect the light forward, just the Lord had commanded Moses. The entire lampstand from its base to the decorative blossom was made of beaten gold. It was built according to the exact design the Lord has shown Moses. The Levites dedicated. Then the Lord said to Moses, now set the Levites apart from the rest of the people, Israel, and make them ceremonially clean. Do this by sprinkle them with water of purification, and have them shave their entire body and wash their clothing. Then they will be ceremonially clean. Have them bring a young bull and a grain offering of choice flour moistened with olive oil, along with a second young bull for a sin offering. Then assemble the whole community of Israel and present the Levites at the entrance of the tabernacle. When you present the Levites before the Lord, the people of Israel must lay their hand on them. Raising his hand, Aaron must then present the Levites to the Lord as a special offering for the people of Israel, thus dedicate them to the Lord's service. Next, the Levites will lay their hand on the head of the young bull, present one as a sin offering and the other as a burnt offering to the Lord, to purify it to the Levites and make it right with the Lord. Then have the Levites stand in front of Aaron and his son. Raise your hand and present them as a special offering to the Lord. In this way, you will set the Levites apart from the rest of the people of Israel, and the Levites will belong to me. After this, they may go into the tabernacle to do their work, because you have purified them and presented them as a special offering. Of all the people of Israel, the Levites are reserved for me. I have claimed them for myself in place of all the firstborn sons of Israel. I have taken the Levites as their substitute. For all the first male among the people of Israel are mine, both people and of animal. I set them apart for myself on the day I strike down all the firstborn sons of the Egyptians. Yes, I have claimed the Levites in place of all the firstborn sons of Israel, and of all the Israelites I have assigned the Levites to Aaron and his sons. They will serve in the tabernacle on behalf of the Israelites and make sacrifice to purify the people, so no plague will strike them when they approach the sanctuary. So Moses, Aaron, and the whole community of Israel dedicated the Levites, carefully follow all the Lord's instruction to Moses. The Levites purified themselves for sin and washed their clothes, and Aaron lift them up and present them to the Lord as a special offering. He then offered a sacrifice to purify them and make them right with the Lord. After that, the Levites went into the tabernacle to perform their duty, assist Aaron and his sons, so they carry out all the commands that the Lord gave Moses concerning the Levites. The Lord also instructed Moses, this is the rule. The Levites must be serving the tabernacle at the age of 25, and they must retire at the age of 50. After retired, they may assist their fellow Levites by serving as a guard at the tabernacle, but they may not officiate in the service. This is how you must assign duty to the Levites. Chapter 9, the second Passover. A year after Israel's departure from Egypt, the Lord spoke to Moses in the wilderness Sinai. In the first month of that year, he said, tell the Israel to celebrate the Passover at the prescribed time, at twilight on the 14th day of the first month. Be sure to follow all my decrees and regulations concerning this celebration. So Moses told the people to celebrate the Passover in the wilderness of Sinai. The twilight fell to the 14th day of the month, and they celebrated the festival there, just as the Lord had commanded Moses. The Son of Man has been ceremonially defined by touching a dead body, so they could not celebrate the Passover that day. They came to Moses and Aaron that day and said, we have become ceremonially unclean by touching a dead body, but why should we be prevented from presenting the Lord offering at the proper time with the rest of the Israel? Moses answered, wait here until I have received instruction for you from the Lord. This was the Lord replying to me. Give the following instruction to the people of Israel. If any people now or in the future generation are ceremonially at the past time because of touching a dead body, or if they are on a journey and cannot be present at the ceremony, they may still celebrate the Lord Passover. They must offer the Passover sacrifice 1 month later at the twilight on the 14th day of the second month. They must eat the Passover lamb at the time with bitter salad green and bread made without yeast. They must not leave any of the lamb until the next morning, and they must not break any of the bones. They must follow all the normal regulations concerning the Passover. But those who neglect to celebrate the Passover at the regular time, even though they are ceremonially clean and not away on trip, will be cut off from the community of Israel. If they fail to present the Lord's offering at the proper time, they will suffer the consequence of the guilt. And if foreigner live among you want to celebrate the Passover to the Lord, they must follow these same decrees and regulations. The same law applied both to native-born Israel and the foreigner living among you. The fiery cloud. On the day the tabernacle was set up, the cloud covered it, but from evening until morning, the cloud over the tabernacle looked like a pillar of fire. This was the regular pattern. Like the cloud that covered the tabernacle had the appearance of fire. Whenever the cloud lifted from over the sanctuary tent, the people of Israel would break camp and follow it, and whenever the cloud settled, the people of Israel would set up camp. In this way, they traveled and camped at the Lord's command whenever he told them to go. Then he remained in their camp as long as the cloud stayed over the tabernacle. If the cloud remained over the tabernacle for a long time, the Israel stayed and performed the duty to the Lord. Sometimes the cloud would stay over the tabernacle for only a few days, so the people would stay for only a few days, as the Lord commanded them. At the Lord's command, they would break camp and move on. Sometimes the cloud stayed overnight, and lived the next morning, but day or night. When the cloud lifted, the people break camp and move on. Whenever the cloud stayed above the tabernacle for 2 days, months, or a year, the people of Israel stayed in the camp and did not move on. But as soon as it lifted, they break camp and moved on. So they camped or traveled as the Lord commanded, and they did whatever the Lord told them through Moses. Alright, so those 3 chapters is about Lord is the guide those 12 tribes to give burnt offering, sin offering, and the peace offering. And also is talking about how to celebrate the Passover. Right now it's just the second Passover, which is they just crossed the exodus from the Egypt, and that is the second years. And it's talking about how Israel people follow God's commandment and is stay, camp, or move. Yeah. Everything is follow God's commandment through Moses. Alright, so that is today's Bible learning. Hope everybody like it. God bless you, everyone. Let's see you tomorrow.